Hey, welcome back. And today is day 8, and we are talking about the acceptance of the green personality.
Yes. So I think the opposite of greens is red, and probably I would say that the reds probably need to learn how to accept greens, that they are quiet and mellow. Of course, they love that about them when they first meet them, especially if they end up marrying them, but then it starts to irritate them after they get married because, opposites attract, and then they spend the rest of their lives trying to change each other. But I think probably the thing that greens need to accept in themselves is that they are quiet and peaceful people, and that's okay. They're the introverts of the group. The greens and blues are the introverts, the reds and yellows are the extroverts. Because I hear a lot of greens say, I wish I was more like the red, or I wish I was more like the yellow, that I could be loud and fun like that and not be afraid to get up in front of people. But again, everything in yourself that you don't like, you can develop those traits, which is why we have the different personalities of people in our lives so that we can learn from one another. What would you say is probably the hardest part to accept about?
Well,
the green in you?
Right. Well, the greens, people would think of them as being pushovers because they don't really speak their mind. However, when they get you by yourself and they feel safe,
right,
then they'll say everything, and then you'll say something like, "Hey, Sally, why won't you tell Jim that?" And they'll say, "Oh no, I could never say anything like that." So I think for a green to be able to really excel at who they are, they should know that their voice is powerful too.
Yes, and their opinions matter. And they're not invisible people. And when they speak, people listen because greens are more quiet. They kind of take the backstage. And that's wonderful about greens. But it's okay for you to know as a green that your opinion matters and what you have to say matters.
Right, and see, you can tell Danielle doesn't have much green in her because she ain't shy about talking. I can't get a word in it, but go on.
Okay, so who's the teacher here?
All right.
I'm the creator. Remember, you're just the act developer. I'm the guy with all the personality. All right, so what are we doing next? What are we doing on day 9?
On day 9, we are
tomorrow.
going to be talking about the yellows and
how to affirm a yellow. How a yellow feels affirmed. Tomorrow we're going to start the next 4 days all about appreciation and affirmation and how each personality type, how they need to hear it. All right?
wow, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
You know why? Because you're talking about the yellows again.
Yeah, we start off with the yellows every time. Yellows are first.